What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today what I'm gonna do for y'all is put together a quick pizza. Nothing too strenuous or too busy. Just pretty much we got 3 ingredients here. We got the flatbread, the barbecue sauce, the cheese, and some ground turkey. So come on over here and check this out. What's up, y'all? How you doing? How's your day? How's your evening? And for what I'm going to cook today, maybe your morning. What I'm going to do for you today is make something quick and easy and not spend a lot of time in the kitchen, so you can get on your way, get your meal in, and go out and do whatever else you need to do. What I'm going to make for you today is a thin crust barbecue grilled turkey. You can see we only have 4 ingredients here. We have the barbecue sauce, and like I said, I like spicy food, so of course you know I'm in there with the jalapenos. Then coming over, we got the hot ass cheese. I guess I should say hot habanero, but like most people say, hot ass cheese. And then back on up from there. Then over here we have the ground turkey. And I kept it real simple, nothing but ground turkey and some sweet onions in there with some red pepper, keeping it spicy. And then we go ahead right here, we have the thin crust pizza right here. I think this is by Boboli, I think it is. And you can go ahead and get the macros on that. As you can see, pretty low in fat, only 24 carbs, 4 grams of fiber. So when you back that on out, you only got 20 active carbs, 4 grams of protein, and you know, each one of these pans, or each one of these pie slices gives you 3. So just if you eat the whole thing, multiply your macros by 3, and that's what you end up with. Or if you want to share, because sharing is caring. And as you can see, this particular thin crust right here only takes about 8 minutes, and it's at 425. And at this point in time, I would go ahead and prep the oven, get that set up for 425, and I'll show you how to put this together. Alright, as for laying down your base, and as you can see, I just ripped off a piece of aluminum, as some people call it, aluminum. But this ain't Rachel Ray, so I don't have the fancy pizza tray or whatever. This is Ronnie Ron, so if you want to cook it with a fancy pizza tray, be my guest, but I think it's overkill. But anyway, back to what we're doing here. For the barbecue sauce, I just go ahead and put it on there. I mean, I don't measure it, so take a couple spoons, put 1 there. And we'll start off with 3. 1 there. And then 1 right there. And all you're going to do is take and smooth that in with the other side of the spoon. Make a nice little coating on there. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more. No problem. Same thing. Damn, a little bit too much. Oh well, we work it out. Go ahead and put a nice little thin coat of barbecue sauce on there. All the way as close to the edge as possible. Smooth that out. Just like that. That's the base layer. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get our ground turkey. And like I said, this is probably something that you'll have to prep ahead of time. But since I cook like 2.5 pounds at a time, I always have some on hand. And so just spread that out. Actually, let me go ahead and measure this joint up. I use 6 ounces, but I can eyeball 6 ounces. But just so you know that I'm keeping it real, I'm going to go ahead and measure it out for you. We're here at my so-called prep table. As you can see, I got the ground turkey on there. Right there with the onions in there. You can see that, get a close up. And as you can see right here, if you read right there, we're working with about 6 ounces even. So let's go ahead and back over there and put our second topping on. Okay, now that we got the ground turkey situated, let's go ahead and put that on there. And I always start in the middle and spread out, that way it's always evenly dispersed. Spoon him on there like that. And then just take the back side of the spoon and just push it out. a big chunk, break him up. Get some more coverage on there. I made one of these for the first time the other day. I think I used 2 pounds, the other 2 pounds of ground turkey. It was like a big ass meat pie, but I handled it though. It was all good. So once you get that spread out pretty evenly, the next step we have is the cheese. And for the cheese, I'll go ahead and use 2 servings of the hot ass cheese. So you can see that right there. And the 2 servings, it should be at 56, but you know I ain't gonna cry about it. As you can see right here. Focus that in. There we go. 1 serving is 28 grams, and you can see it's 110, 8 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 6 grams of protein. And like I said, I doubled up on the servings, or you can easily say half a cup of cheese, however you want to measure it out. I got it at 59, as you can see right there. Let me focus that in. There you go, 59 grams. Let's go ahead and add that on as our last topping. And for this step, you just kind of got to use your eye and just spread it out on there. Make a couple quick circles. There we go. And like I said, depending on what your goal is, your fitness goal, and how many calories you want to eat at this point in time, or whatever you want to do with it, you can always add more cheese. But just to make this as healthy as possible for you, 2 servings should get you where you need to be. So we got all that on there. And the stove or the oven, my toaster oven has been preheating the whole time, so it's already good to go at 425. So we're gonna throw that in there for about, depending on how you cook it or what type of oven you have, you may want to do 7 minutes. It says 10, but you may want to do 7 minutes and check it, because I don't like my edges burnt. So I usually do it around 7 to 8 minutes. So let's go ahead and put that in. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, after 6.5 minutes, I didn't even make it to 7, because like I said, I didn't want to have those burnt ass edges. And we pan out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And there you have it, my thin crust barbecued ground turkey pizza. And just as a little disclaimer, the cheese ain't really all that hot. It just says habanero. But then again, I don't really know what hot is, because I like everything hot, so it all tastes like seasoning to me. So once again, this is what we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it into my slices, since I'm eating the whole thing. I don't even know why I'm going to slice it up, but I will here in a second. So alright, once again, I'd like to thank y'all for stopping by, watching, checking me out. I hope you're hungry. Go ahead and try this out. Comment, like, subscribe below, and I will go ahead and have the ingredients listed in the description. And also, if you follow me on Twitter at RonG, and then also at Instagram at RonGFit, you'll also have a chance to see the ingredients. And I'm in the works of updating my website to have a blog on it, and on the blog I'm going to have my meals, workouts, health tips, and things of that nature. And I'm also working on a newsletter, so once you go to the website, you'll be able to check that out. So like I said, thanks for coming by. Peace. And oh yeah, I almost forgot, for those of y'all coming over following me from the Socialites channel, I'm still drinking on that drink. But now this is just amino acids, branch chain amino acids, green apple. So that's how I get down. Later.